This is how independent music artists like us can literally force success for our music. But there's also a big challenge of why so many artists are failing to get there. Hey, it's John here at Hyped It. In this video, I'm going to go a little bit philosophical on you, but I hope you bear with me because I want to talk about nothing less than literally forcing success for our music as independent music artists. I see so many independent music artists with big dreams and huge goals, and yet unfortunately they don't get there. In a previous video, I talked about how important it is to pick a path and a way to reach your goal that matches with your personal situation, your interests, and the things that you get excited about. But even if you've done this and you found a path and a way to meet your goal that matches you, your situation, and your personality, there's still a big trap to look out for. I recently heard business legend Alex Hormozi talk about this in the context of entrepreneurship. And since independent music artists are essentially entrepreneurs as well, it occurred to me that what Alex talked about applies just as well to us. And it's all about why most music artists go through 5 stages when shooting for their goals. And once you discovered what those 5 stages are, you'll be able to determine in what stage you are in right now and how this either holds you back or supports you with your goals. It all starts when you get really excited about a new opportunity that you discover. And in the context of music promotion and growing our audience as independent music artists, that could be an opportunity like playlist promotion, or a new way to run music ads on Facebook and Instagram, or a new thing to do on social media. You see someone who has massive success with it, and so you decide you're gonna do the same thing. This is the first stage. It's called uninformed optimism, which means you are super excited, something seems awesome, which means you found something that you're super excited about. You don't know that much about it yet, but it just seems awesome. And so you decide, I'm gonna jump in. But now, as you get into it and you try it out, you find out that it's not all perfect. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Maybe you didn't get great results right off the bat. Or maybe it feels a lot harder to pull off now that you got into it. And so what's happening here is that your initial excitement, it slowly turns into doubt. This is now called informed pessimism, and it's the second stage. You now see all the stuff that's wrong with this thing you're trying. And now as you get deeper and deeper into it, you might reach a point where you think, this sucks, this isn't gonna get me to my goals. The initial results aren't there, it's too hard, and so you're ready to give up and move on. This is the third stage, and it's called the Valley of Despair. And the Valley of Despair, it sucks. Because now you see all of the bad stuff without much hope to ever get the result that you wanted. And that's why this is the most dangerous stage of them all. Because what most of us do here is we start looking for something new, a new opportunity to blow up our audience. And so we find something new, a new shiny object that seems exciting, and we start back at stage 1, which was uninformed optimism. And that's the big trap that I was talking about. Lots of artists, when they hit the Valley of Despair, they find a new thing, they jump back into uninformed optimism, and then they get stuck in this loop between stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Always starting something new, never really breaking through with anything they're trying, and then just getting stuck and not closer to their results. But if you can push through that Valley of Despair, you get to stage 4. And stage 4 is now informed optimism. You get here because you've been so consistent with trying the thing that you've started that you do see some upside now. You still see the stuff that sucks about it, but finally you've gotten to a place where there are actually some results coming in. And because you already know the stuff that sucks about it, you can now focus on the results. You can now double down on what's been working. Which brings you to the final stage 5, which is the achievement of your goal. You've now overcome the challenges, you dealt with the stuff that sucked about it, and you built so much skill that you can produce results on demand now because you've mastered this thing that you started. And that is the place to be. As hard as it is to make it through this Valley of Despair, if you're looking at the way you're promoting your music and things you do with your music, and you feel like this sucks, nothing seems to work, then I'd love to encourage you, stick with it. If the thing that you started is something that you picked because you saw others have success with it, then you know that there is a path to success. And it's just a matter of doing it over and over again and really mastering it to get you to that same place. I've seen so many artists that get stuck in this loop from stage 1 to stage 3, where they always think, wow, that's amazing, that's what I'm gonna do to get more listeners, streams, and fans. And then when they do not see results instantly, they cast out, right? They say, maybe this doesn't work for me. Maybe this doesn't work for my genre. Maybe this doesn't work for my music. When in fact it does work, they just haven't made it work yet. And then they jump ship and repeat the whole cycle, even if they could have been so close. And so if you feel stuck, you have a big goal, you have a big dream, but it feels like you're always hitting a wall and you're always looking for the next thing, then I hope by discovering those 5 stages, you can get through that valley of despair and push through to the results that you really want. As long as there's proof that the thing that you're doing works for lots of other artists and can be replicated by lots of other artists, you are on the right track. And it's just a matter of mastering this thing that you started well enough. And that is something that you simply do by sticking with it and doing it over and over again until you literally force success. With this said, I wish you best of luck for your music and for your goals for the next 12 months. And if you know of any independent music artist who you feel is in that same situation that I described in this video, then just share the video. Just click below, copy the URL, put it in an email, send it to them, put it in a DM, share it with them, and help them to push through to the results that you feel their music deserves. And if one of your biggest goals is to get lots more listeners and streams and fans for your music on Spotify, and maybe you even tried Facebook and Instagram ads yet in order to grow your audience on Spotify, but it hasn't worked yet, then I invite you to stick with it and check out this next clip right here. Want to get your music heard on Spotify with AI? I just launched a brand new video training program called the Spotify Growth Switch, where I show you how to start growing real listeners, real fans, and real streams on Spotify in less than 10 minutes using software and AI. I've used the Spotify Growth Switch system to now grow my music to over 7 million streams and tens of thousands of monthly listeners on Spotify. This works for any music genre. It gets you real fans and listeners super fast, and it's extremely easy to set up, literally just like flipping a spotlight switch for your music. Despite using AI, you don't need to know nothing about tech stuff in order to be successful with this. I've had the tremendous privilege of helping multiple tens of thousands of music artists grow their music on Spotify, many of which have grown to much larger numbers, lots more listeners, lots more streams than I have using the systems that I've taught. Makes me so proud of their success. And so if you want to get more real listeners, real fans, and real streams for your music fast using state-of-the-art software and AI, then click the link below this video and check out the Spotify Growth Switch. I can't wait to help you grow your music on Spotify, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.